Morgan, we are very optimistic about, as we are with ABT and Simpson. So they were full participants today. They look good, trending in the right direction. Chaz is questionable from the linebacker position, and Conklin got a little bit of an ankle yesterday, but he was a full participant today, and he looked good. MC2, we're hopeful he'll be back as well. Beyond that, let's go.
What's that stadium like to play in as far as noise and just environment?
When they're winning like they are right now, like it can be a loud, rowdy place. You know, I've been there a bunch. I played there a bunch. You know, that was the division that I played in. So, been there a lot of times. And when the team is doing well and they got a winning record, the fans show up. So it's going to be a thing where offense is going to have to deal with.
What will it mean for you to possibly have all five starters on the line for you?
Yeah, it's huge. All five offensive linemen plus Aaron feeling the best he's felt in a long time from a mobility standpoint. So excited about both those things.
Did you see a difference in him in terms of that, in terms of mobility over maybe the last couple games?
Yeah. There's definitely last couple games he started to feel a little bit better, and as we know, he was dealing with so many things in the lower extremities there. So, and we also know that his superpower over the years historically has been his ability to extend plays and do things after the play breaks down. So to get that mobility back is going to be huge for us.
Aaron mentioned that he wants to see Herb Charles get more opportunities on offense. What is Herb showing in terms of being a wide receiver?
He grows every day. Like this guy the work ethic is unmatched. You know, you've seen the byproduct of all his work in special teams now. Like if he weren't the special teams Pro Bowl represent, like I don't know what it takes to get that, because he is unblockable right now. The Patriots put 4 on him at one point. I've never seen that in all my time. So to see him excel at that and really devote his time to that has been cool. But now I think that we're close to this time where he can evolve as a receiver too, and he's putting the work in, and he's got the skill set. We all know he's big, he's fast, he's tough, and as he starts to learn this receiver position, he's going to be an asset for us on offense.
What was behind the move at kicker?
Just the looking for a live leg, you know. So we brought a guy in that's got a live leg that's kicked in the NFL, and we think Spencer Schrader, same, has a live leg. So that's ultimately what it came down to, was the strength of the leg, and Schrader kicked very well today. So I think he'll get the nod on Sunday.
What are your impressions of Schrader Bride? You guys also had him on the 2022 Senior Bowl team.
Yeah, he is. He's explosive. He's fast. He's got great hands. The ability to adjust to some throws has been unreal. Like he's a receiving threat at the highest level, and he gets matched up on safeties and linebackers at times, which at times can be mismatches, as we know. So we're going to have to account for him on every play.
How have you noticed Elijah kind of handle this stretch where he's been banged up? I know the last couple of years, obviously, he had the season-ending injuries. I guess how's he navigated that? And
you said Elijah, and I'm like, who are you talking about? ABT, there you go. He had a son yesterday, so congrats to him. Awesome. Yeah, it's been tough, but like he's a mentally strong guy. Like he's a guy that it's hard to get him down. He's overcome a lot, and the fact that we're getting him back this game is huge for our offense.
With Olu, I mean, I know he got in there late, but you got the line together. But as a contingency plan, have you been practicing him at all at guard this week, so that he's maybe a little bit?
Both spots, absolutely, yeah. The fact that he can play both gives us such flexibility. Like when you find guys that are Swiss Army knives like that, it's invaluable, as we all know, because injuries are a part of this deal, especially on the line of scrimmage. I kind of equate him now to our Isaiah Oliver. Isaiah started at safety now. He started at nickel. He's going to have to play a little corner this game. So those guys are invaluable. They are.
How big is the challenge for tall defensive linemen when you're dealing with a 5'9" quarterback who runs around here like Michael Clemens or Watts, or even on the interior, Kinlaw? How hard is it? And you were a tackler, so as far as the guy's 5'9" and they're 6'5", trying to wrap them up.
Right. It's not necessarily the wrapping that's hard. It's the dropping your weight and tackling him in space, because he's obviously got elite athleticism and speed. So those guys, especially the taller guys, they're going to have to drop their weight, and they're going to have to be under control when they approach this guy to sack him, and we're going to have to do it collectively. It's going to have to be, it can't be a one-on-one thing. He's just too fast and elusive. So it's going to take our entire defensive line rushing in concert, rushing very smart with vision and extension and length, and if you do that, you can have a good day against this guy.
James Conner's one of those guys that seemed to be really good early in his career,
Yep.
fell off a little bit, and then now he's back and better than ever. Why has he had this resurgence?
He's got an offense, and I think early in his career in Pittsburgh was the same as that was just committed to the run. Like, if you stop the run early against Arizona, they do not care. They're committed to it. They're going to keep handing him the ball. And with a guy like that is so tough and he's so physical, you give him enough carries, he starts to wear defenses down. And you're starting to see that this year. He is an absolute problem. He's a guy you got to stop early and often. You got to get population to the ball. You got to get hats. I mean, we did a whole tackling presentation on him, which we never do, and how to tackle this guy, because he's unique in a lot of ways. It's going to be a great challenge. If you don't stop him, you don't stop the Cardinals.
What do you see from Buda Baker?
I mean, he's got to be one of the best defensive players in the NFL at any position, at all three levels. He is a guy that his instinct is unmatched. The intensity and just play to play, he plays so hard. He's physical. He's got a different sort of energy. He's one of those force multipliers where you can see him just elevating those around him. He's a problem, and offensively, we're going to have to account for this guy every snap.
How's their offensive line playing? Because obviously the team's running well. The line must be doing some good work. And I think there's two guys on the line who used to play here in Cologne and Beecham.
Yep.
What are you seeing from that unit?
Yeah, they've really found out what those guys do well. They're doing a ton of gap scheme. They're pounding people. They're getting downhill. They're running between the tackles, and it's really conducive to the skill set of that offensive line. And at the same time, the quarterback run game comes in here and there, especially got to have at moments where that's independent of the offensive line. That's just the quarterback making things something shake there. So you got both. They're two different run games, and they take advantage of both of them. It's going to be a great challenge in that way.
Do you feel like this, the break before this game for you as a coach, kind of gave you a chance to catch your breath a little bit?
A little bit, yeah. And just kind of reflect on what I thought I was doing well, what I thought I wasn't doing well, what I need to improve on, what do I got to keep doing. So yeah, it was an opportunity to reflect on what I've done, and it was good to get some rest too.
When we were out there, Jeff, at the very beginning, when we were allowed to watch, it seemed like you guys were pretty pumped out there in the huddle, dancing and everything.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's been maybe a little bit of a lift after getting that win last week?
Yeah, there's nothing like winning to create some confidence, some momentum, some positive energy. So you definitely are feeling that with this group right now.
A couple more. It's an obvious question, but like, how important is it going to be to get off to a faster start as opposed to having to come out in the second half of that and make
Right.
up for what you did do in the first?
Yeah, the intent is always to do that. The intent is always to start fast, so it's really finding and having that opportunity to kind of step back on a mini bye and really reflect on what we've done well offensively and what our guys are really confident doing, and then making sure early in the game they get a lot of that, and if you do that, you got an opportunity to take that momentum that we had from the second half of last game and bring it into this game. But something that we preach around here is that, the intent is always to start fast, the focus got to be there, the energy has to be there, all those things have to be there, but ultimately it's how you finish, and how you respond to adversity, because those are two things that are guaranteed in this game. So we'd like to start fast, and I'd like to think that we'll start fast with the plan that we put together, but if we don't, we got to finish.
Is the fast start even more pronounced against a team that wants to run the ball, right? Because if you get a 2-score lead, you might be able to take them out of what they want to do.
Absolutely. It's a fast start, but it's also complementary football. Our offense has to sustain drives. They got to put points on the board. If you do that, you can change the way Arizona plays you a little bit offensively. So that's going to be a big part of our success.